What is happening, yo? Or is, golly, what the heck was his name? Long Duck Dong on, I think the show was 16 Candles. Where he's like, what's happening, hot stuff? I tried to make it a little funny, but, take it for what you will. Well, I've got a little challenge I'm starting. And I'm not really sure yet how I want to conduct my business, so to speak. I've got I got a series of a little different projects I want to start and get going on. One of the things I need lower ball joints on the door of the Explorer. It's a 95 Explorer. I need lower ball joints. I want to get the tailgate fixed. Tailgate, there's a big question mark on whether or not it's worth fixing. For $400, I don't know if I want to put the money into it. But then, on the flip side, if the brake lights go out, I have to have the tailgate open in order to get the tail lights out to replace the bulbs. So there's that end of it. Well, my thought was I want to itchy back. I want to move into a house if I can. Done with the trailer park life. I don't really associate with many people in the park. Mainly because there's a lot of drugs and I just don't want drama in my life. You got high school sports going. It's 2 North Dakota teams. And it's girls basketball, antenna TV. You don't get very many choices on that, and sometimes when you do get choices, viewing is slim picking, just a lot of channels or a lot of shows that are like, yeah, really? I've seen this one a million times, so I just, screw it. Put girls basketball on and just, I don't know, it's something to watch, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, I don't like associating with people in the trailer park much. Just because there's a lot of drug activity and I just don't care for it. And there's a lot of people that want to run their mouth and gossip, and it's not for me. But my thing is, I want to try to get into a house, I owe one person a little bit of money, and I got a small loan out I want to pay off. So, like I said, I want to buy a house, but yet I don't know where. I might buy one in Dilworth. I might decide to buy one in Moorhead. I might decide to buy one in Barnesville, Detroit Lakes. Who knows? And those are all cities in Minnesota. It all depends on what I find, where, price. There's always certain things you got to look at on that aspect of, it's the whole who, what, where, when, why, how. Well, anyway, that's going to be, the house issue is going to be some time down the road. Project at hand is, and I'm going to take a little, I don't know if I should say a little cue from, do I dare say the videos or like the channel? I don't know. Well, if you're interested in knowing, I'm subscribed to vidvulture. He's a scrapper down in Fayetteville area, Arkansas. It's Fayetteville, and I think there's a Springdale. I could have that city wrong, but I believe he's up in either Fayetteville, and I think Springdale might be like a suburb or suburb. Let's try this again for the third time. Suburb. I just don't remember exact city. I know it's the Fayetteville area as a whole, but suburbs and that and the surrounding cities, sometimes it's like, what do you do? But there was 2 videos he did where he was talking about how scrap prices have been going up and how some places, okay, I'm going to go back on this. He was talking like the scrapyard he goes to, well, the one I see quite a bit, I think it's called Vaughn's, where I believe they used to buy paper, cardboard, whatnot for like 2 or 3 cents a pound. Well, to make a long story short, he was talking how if people have a facility in their area, whether it's a scrapyard, just any kind of a buyer local to whoever's watching, to check to see, well, gee, are plastics worth anything? Paper, cardboard, whatever other material, right? Locally, we got Minnkota Recycling, MINNKOTA. Yeah. If you go to minnkota.biz, I believe that's the address, it'll bring up their website on their main location, which is in downtown Fargo, North Dakota. Well, they buy, when it comes to paper products, they buy everything except cardboard. Cardboard they do not buy, but any other paper product doesn't matter. Any other paper product, 2 cents per pound. Plastic bottles with a neck. Doesn't matter if it's laundry soap jug, pop bottles, water bottles, plastic beer bottles. They got some beer bottles that are plastic. I think they're like 32 ounce, some deal, 36 ounce, 40 ounce, whatever. They got them plastic bottles, and I think there's some that are like Milwaukee's Best or some brand on that line. Well, I got a low battery. It popped up over here saying down to 15% battery. Well, anyway, I'm tired. Going on 1:30 in the morning. Anyway, any plastic bottle with a neck they'll buy. Paper products except for cardboard they'll buy, all for 2 cents a pound. Steel cans like cat food cans, the steel cat food cans, your anything basically that comes in a steel can, 2 cents a pound. Even excuse me, even if you take your like a glass jar of like spaghetti sauce, you take the tin, the metal lid off, they'll even buy that for 2 cents a pound. I don't go that route. I sell mine to Gerdau Industries, Main Avenue Main Avenue in Fargo. Many of you know Gerdau. Well, at least a lot of people do. Huge recycler of metals, ferrous and non-ferrous. I can go to there and sell off metal, anything ferrous, for 7.5 cents a pound as of today. Well, needless to say, number 2 copper wiring, $1.10 per pound. My junk wire that I sell off, $1.10 per pound. At least that's what they've been doing lately. Transformers, 15 cents a pound. What am I missing? Copper is number 2 copper, I believe, is $2.30 a pound. Number 1, I believe, is $2.50. I think. No, $3.50. $3.50, my bad. Number 1 is $3.50. Number 2 is $3.30. Long story short, vidvulture, he, telling people, and it's not like he was telling people, oh, gee, you should start doing it. That's not what he was saying. He's just letting people know that if you have a facility they'll buy, it might not hurt to think about collecting certain things to help earn money. This way, if you need to put food on the table, a little bit of gas, it may help. It may help you pay the car insurance, a bill, stuff like that. It may help you out on that. And all it was getting people to think about, well, gee, you might want to contemplate it just because scrap prices are going up. And with scrap prices going up, these empty plastic bottles, newspapers, whatnot, that's scrap. It's a different form of scrap. It's not tin shred, it's not aluminum, whatnot. But yet it's still scrap material that can be recycled. And all he's really doing, when you watch vidvulture, all he's doing is entertaining the thought that if you've got bills to pay and you're in a pinch, on a financial pinch, it doesn't hurt to go down that avenue if you need to. Well, I don't need the money, but I have things that I want to accomplish, and in order for me to do what I want, I have to increase how much I'm earning. So I'm looking at getting a garbage bag and saving up my plastic bottles. Flatten them down, whatnot, take them in. We got punch cards at Minnkota. At least I know before the pandemic, you could get a punch card, and for every full card it was, I think, $2 or $1.50. You could redeem it for at the time it was 2 cents a pound, and it still is 2 cents a pound. There for a while it went down to a penny per pound. Anyway, the point is, at 2 cents a pound, one full card I think was right around $2. Well, if you get 5 of them punch cards full, well, that's a $10 bill. For me, to fill up the Explorer I've got at $3.89 a gallon is probably about $63, $64. And that's from an eighth of a tank of gas. So you look at it and the thought were 5 punch cards, $10. Well, it's not much gasoline, but it's enough to limp me by if I need it for a day or two. Enough to cash in on other material. Put more gas in, or that $10, you look at it, well, I may be a heavy set dude, but don't let that fool you. I don't eat as much as it looks like I do. Just because I'm heavy doesn't mean I'm a big eater. I could actually eat, if I get the right ingredients and do things, I could eat for about $5 a day, depending on what meals I make, depending on how cheap I want to go with. Maybe I want to buy an off-brand pot pie, or 2 or 3, and have, maybe I buy 4 pot pies and have 2 earlier in the day, 2 toward the end of the day. Whatever, just get something worked out to where you're eating. You're not going hungry, but yet you're not stuffed to the gills. But yeah, I've been on a diet. I started one, well, see, today is Wednesday, Tuesday morning, yesterday. I started a diet. No joke, I started a diet. I want to lose weight and be healthy. So I got me a 1 gallon jug of water, dollar and change. This is the Great Value brand of distilled water. Yeah, distilled water. Buck and a little bit of change, like what, $1.10, $1.25, whatever it is for 1 gallon of water there now. Okay, I'm not used to them prices. I'm used to it being like 67 cents, 88 cents, whatnot. Well, I'll live with it. It's better than having a diabetic attack. I'm not diabetic, but it beats having diabetes from all that Coca-Cola and that. Mountain Dew, which I love Mountain Dew. Mountain Lightning. Fago puts out Moon Mist, I think it's called. Well, anyway, I'm off track. My point is, and I wouldn't have done this, I'm not lying to you. First I'm on the diet because I want to lose weight and be healthier, and hopefully I don't die of a heart attack between now and losing weight. But, and I don't mean to get all biblical on anybody, because, there's viewers that are going to watch that just don't get into the Bible. They don't get into churching up, it's a fact of life. Certain people don't go to church, certain people don't get into it, just don't want to. And then you get the rest of us that like to go to church. You're a believer, you're a God-fearing man. You got both ends of that spectrum on a lot of channels. My point being, trust me, that thought went out the window. I derailed that train in a quick hurry. Anyway, what I was going to tell you is, why was I talking about religion now? Why did that come up? I don't know. Anyway, I guess the whole point of this whole conversation was, when I was watching vidvulture's channel, that's where I was going to go with this, with the God-fearing and the Bible talk. You know how it always talks, like there's times it'll kind of like, I don't remember if it's a reference or if it actually talks about it, what, in the Bible where you plant a seed. I know a lot of pastors or a lot of people talk in the religious community where you plant a seed in somebody's mind on faith, Bible, whatnot, and you water that seed, you can watch it grow and, whole 9 yards. I don't remember the whole concept, but basically I want to use the whole thought of vidvulture planted a seed in my mind, watered it a little bit. So yeah, I gotta thank him for that one. I appreciate it. What happened was, when on these videos he'll talk about how scrap prices go up and plastic bottles can, if you're in the right neck of the woods, you can get paid out on that. Depending on where you are, you can get I suppose in some areas like Canada, which I like calling Canada. That's a whole new story in itself. But a lot of areas you can get deposits on these bottles. Around here we get 2 cents a pound for plastics and all that. Well, I want to start, and I'm not going to go around collecting bottles I see on the street. Maybe at random I'll pick up 1 or 2 if I'm out cutting a cord off something, but it's not like I'm going to go out and just, I got a dumpster dive for plastic bottles and dig them out of trash and get 2 cents a pound. I got better things to do, better scrap, higher quality scrap to get. But yeah, plastic bottles I use at home, such as this. I have pop bottles, dish soap bottles, what have you. I'll save them up and, cash in on them, and it's a little extra added income. And the reason I'm doing this, because A, vidvulture planted a seed and watered it. 2, the money I get from that, I've got a piggy bank. I'm going to put this money aside. This is going on the thought that I cash a check. I'm going to take that money, set it aside, not touch it. Maybe I'll take some of that money, like if I get, let's just say, a $10 check or $20 check, save up that money to where it gets to be about couple $100, whatever. Maybe I'll throw it in a cryptocurrency and roll the dice on, gains or losses, whatever. Lord knows Elon Musk made me lose $200 last year. I guess I got lucky on that one. It's not lucky that I lost $200, but still, people on YouTube and just people that aren't on YouTube have lost more money on crypto because of Elon Musk's tweet. I just happened to get lucky and I lost 200. Anyway, what I want to do is take the money, either invest into crypto and watch it grow over the next 10 or 20 years, whatever it happens to be. See if it even grows, which I know it will, but it just takes time. If I don't do that, I'm going to take the money, buy stuff, flip it. I can flip it good. I got two spots in the antique store. One is $25. I did a video on that display case where I sell rings. And I got some other jewelry I want to sell in that too. $25 a month, and I've already made $33.95 on it in the first 12 days of the month. Well, long story short, the second space I got is $35 a month. $60 total between two spots. Well, I'm tired. Well, on the second spot, I'm selling things like DVDs, $3 a crack. CDs, $2 to $3 a crack. Probably about $2 a crack, $3 maybe, I don't know. See how I feel. Heat's going. Anyway, then I got, if you look up on eBay, M&M's candy, they got a toy, looks like the M&M's are on a roller coaster. It's called the Wild Thing, little M&M candy dispenser. I've got one in the box. Like I said, it's called the Wild Thing. Throwing that out for $15 at the antique store. If I had it online, I could probably push $20, $25 out of it, but it's big enough that I'm not gonna shit. I'll sell it locally for $15 and get it. And I got these little die-cast cars in the box that double up as piggy banks. They're actually cars. Some of them have moving parts on them. Wheels and that are moving. I've got those in the box. I'm selling $15 a piece, which I can technically get 25 out of each one. It's just if I sell it for 25 each, it's a tougher sale. Might not sell as quick. So I'm keeping it at a price where I'm making good money, and yet it's a quicker sale. I'm not looking at making the best money on it and making the most. I just wanna flip. Buy something for $3, sell it for 10. I'm happy. Even if the item's worth 40 or 50, if I can buy something for $3 to $5 and sell it for 10, 15, or 20, I'm flipping it. If I buy, and that's another example. Brother and I went and ordered up off of eBay 200 DVDs, free shipping, from London. No, see where was it? From Lancaster, Massachusetts. $69.99 plus tax, which it's about 75 bucks with tax. No big deal. Free shipping. Well, it works out to 37.85 cents per DVD. Might as well just round off to 38 cents, but it's 37.85 cents each, whatever that comes out to be, and that's with tax. Long story short, and I know I've gotten way off subject, but with the seed vidvulture planted in my mind, it's getting me to where I'm like, hey, I can take plastic bottles I've got, save them up, take in, when I'm in downtown Fargo and I go down there weekly, sometimes 3 times a week, depending on what I got going on. Well, get a 13-gallon bag full of plastic bottles, or depending on the size of bottles, use a grocery bag. Fill up a couple of them when I'm going down there, cash in on them. Well, when I say cash in, just get a punch card started. They punch it, you're on your way. That gets full, start another, so on and so forth. Well, I want to take that money and either invest it in crypto, watch it grow, or take it, invest it into stuff like DVDs at the weigh and pay store, on eBay, what have you, which the weigh and pay store's not even a fourth of a block west of the recycling center. Anyway, take that money and invest it, whether it's into crypto, just anything I can flip for a little bit of money. Even if I double my money, spend $1 to make 2, 2 to make 4, 3 to make 6, what have you. You're all smart people, you know where I'm going. I'm not going to say anybody here is dumb, because nobody here is. Anybody that watches this, you're smart enough to know where I'm going. It's one of them where if you got a buck, can I make 2? If I got 2, can I make 4? That's kind of my whole thought process. Just make enough to make a little bit of money, get in, get out, done deal. But what I want to do ultimately is save up for houses, like a house. I want to save up for a better car. I want to save up for a rainy day. Who knows? I know with vidvulture, he does stuff where it's a scrapping challenge, so to speak. In the one he did, which I enjoyed it, can I pay my electric bill off a scrap? And I believe it was a 3-part video whole ordeal. And that happened when I wanted to say hurricane, there was a tornado that went through his hood, and the area he lives in, and hopefully nobody got killed off that. Anyway, I'm down to 5% battery, so I gotta cut this short. Anyway, I want to know what you think with the whole collecting bottles, saving up bottles, whatnot. I kind of want your opinion to see what you think. Is it a good idea? Well, at least I feel it's worth doing, even if I just save up what we have here and take in a little at a time, what have you. It's worth it in my mind. But I want to know, in your mind, if you didn't need the money and you weren't hurting for money, but you knew if you could make $5 or $10 off of stuff like that, would you do it? Second of all, the question at hand is, what would you do with that money? How would you use that money to benefit yourself, family? Would you use it to benefit somebody in need? Whether it be somebody that's homeless, would you put it toward helping out a shelter? Would you invest in, I know this is going to be a touchy subject with so many. Would you donate that money to a food bank so they can buy stuff that's good to give to the people in need? And I ain't talking digging stuff out of the dumpsters to donate. That to me is just gross as all can be. Ugh. I'm talking having that money go toward purchasing food that's good quality to help those in need. Those are some things I want to throw out there to see, just to give you